What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be putting in the R32 Crossmember in, getting rid of the stock one, pull that out. But before we get into that, a part came in today. It's not everything that's needed to do what it does, but it's a pretty important part for the RB. So this is it. It is a Circuit Sports oil filter relocation kit. I'm hoping these lines are long enough because I would like to, instead of mounting it there, you know, on the strut tower, I'd like to see if I can get it back in here maybe, or here, somewhere in here, and have that there and have like the catch can there as well, and then the harness runs through here, but that can hopefully will be tucked down pretty low. But yeah, because I'd like to keep this area pretty bare, pretty clean. I still have to take that out. But yeah, I think originally it's designed to go right there, so I'm wondering if it's going to be enough to maybe even just sit right there will be fine. And have it, I know you're not supposed to have them up because then the oil drops down and people complain about that. But honestly, what other option do I have, right? Also, you might notice, well, besides the surface rust on here, I added this in. I did that off camera because I just didn't want, I wanted that video to get out. I didn't want to keep messing with it. The bolts are just sitting in, they're not bolted or anything. But yeah, I got that, and I was wondering, should I put like gussets going there diagonally? I might. I don't know, that'll probably be off camera as well. But I test fitted with the radiator and it's a tight fit. However, we're good. So I just threw it on real quick. Let's bump that ISO so you can see. Looks pretty good. The lines are a pretty decent length. I think we might be fine. But if not, then we'll just have to reorder lines. However, I do like that they have the red stripe and that they're silver, because I'm going to get the AN fuel lines and I want them black with the red stripe. So I'd like to keep everything a different color. Like the turbo lines are just straight black. The oil cooler lines are probably going to be straight black as well, but they're going to be -10 AN, so they'll be like how this line is. But they'll be on the other side of the motor, so there won't really be any confusion between the oil cooler lines and the turbo lines. Okay guys, so I got the control arm on the passenger side out, so we're good there. It was a nightmare. You have to take this out for the tension rod, which is hanging down there. And then this bolt out there. We don't have to disconnect the steering rack. We're just going to take the two clamps off from the steering rack and then have it just kind of sit there while we put the new crossmember in. But now I have to get this side out. I've already taken the nut off, and that one wasn't too bad. The other one was just a nightmare. And now I got to take the tension rod bolt out. And then once we drop down, we can start getting the steering rack out. Alright guys, so we got out the crossmember, and you can see the back, just how nasty this thing is. It's got some oil buildup on it, dirt and crap, and all stuff that we don't want. So we've just got the steering rack here, just like floating, held up by the steering column. So the difference between an S13 Crossmember and an R32 Crossmember, which by the way, I bedlined it real quick, just for looks, and you know, because it'll get scraped up out in the desert, so we'll get it all protected and nice. It's got like 3 coats on the bottom and the top, so I think it's fine now. I just put another coat on, so I'll let it dry. But the difference is, look where the mounts are compared to where the steering rack goes. Like, that's pretty close to it. And then on here, the mounts go way up there and the steering rack goes back here. So it just mounts the motor forward, so the motor sits better. Alright guys, so we got her in. It was a little tricky getting the control arms themselves in, but once I disconnected the coilover, it made things quite a lot easier, and having the jack here helped as well. I got a little power steering here to clean up, but yeah, I'm pretty happy that we got this far with it. I still have to loop those. I think I'll do that soon, not right now. I'm kind of tired. That was more work than it looked like it was, and everything's dirty and oily too, so that just added to the fun. I mean, that's not too bad. There's the hand. But I got like stuff on my arms all the way up there. Here, I gotta take a shower now. But yeah, we bed lined it. It looks pretty good. It doesn't even look like it was ever silver. So that's just pretty sweet. Hopefully it helps protect it from getting scratched and everything, which I mean, I'm sure it'll do okay. I don't think it'll like permanently protect it or anything. I'd like to undercoat the whole car with bed liner, but that's a big job. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I'm definitely doing the inside of the fenders in here, get those cleaned up and then spray with bed liner just to help protect it and all the suspension pieces. Although I will be changing the tension rods out, but I think I'm going to keep the stock control arms and just box them, and I think I'd be fine if I just do that. I'd like to get the power brace that I believe it's Street Faction, but I'm not 100% sure what company makes it. But I'd like to get the power brace, which is essentially those two arms here, and it's got a bar going across, and I guess it stiffens it up. And I mean, here I think I'm going to cut it to where instead of this curving up, it's kind of flat and it just goes to the frame rail. I think I'll end up doing that on both sides just to, you know, because I don't want the radiator somehow hitting it, because it is pretty close. So I think I'll just end up doing that just to be safe. I think I should cut these off because there's no use for them really. I believe the bumper attached to them, or something attached to them, something plastic like under tray or something. Nothing important. And also cap these, just get a piece of flat bar and just boom boom, cut it to shape and then weld it. Alright guys, so we got the Crossmember in, and I got so dirty. I just cleaned everything up, and then I had to clean myself up, and I still have to take a shower. But yeah, it was just a mess, and unfortunately it's something I have to look forward to every time I work on this car, because going into the desert means dirt, which means mess. Which dirt alone isn't too bad, but when it gets mixed with oil and it gets all muddy and it's nasty, it's not fun. So hopefully I don't get any leaks or anything with the RB. So yeah, right now we're waiting for car parts, and also I'm sort of procrastinating tackling this harness because there's only a few things that are going to stay, but it's just a big mess. So I've been holding off on doing that, and I gotta start getting into it. I labeled everything that's staying, that I'm pretty sure is staying. I might have missed a couple things, but yeah, so I gotta dive into that. So that'll be just a fun time. That probably won't be, that'll be in a video, but that won't be like super extensive because it's just boring stuff. But yeah, like I said, we got that on, and then we'll just stay on. I'm not going to be using that guy, that little silver guy, just chilling there, because we can't really run an oil cooler with this. There's no ports. There's ports for sensors, but there's no other lines to run an oil cooler, so we will be getting a different one. However, this is a really nice piece of metal, I guess. But anyways guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and comment down below and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.